Hello and welcome back to Brother Main's Sudoku. So I do hope it's a great morning for you, or whatever time of the day you are watching this. I do hope it's a great time for you, that you are remaining upbeat, that you're remaining positive. I want to speak a lot of love and light into every area of your life today, that you're remaining motivated in all your endeavors today, that you're able to tackle the day with relative ease. Get things done and stay energized and stay upbeat and things like that. So this is Brother Main Sudoku. I am Theta. This is Brother Main Sudoku. And what we do on Brother Main Sudoku is solve Sudoku puzzles, of course, for the ASMR experience of getting that completion of satisfaction of solving the puzzle, but also we do some strategy explanation as we go through, cross-hatching, process of elimination and things like that. So today we do have a hard puzzle. I'm not going to take much time to explain what a Sudoku puzzle is or how it's solved. If you want to see that information, I do suggest you check out my with commentary videos on my earlier videos on those things. I explain what a Sudoku puzzle is, how it's solved, basically, and but I will take some time to go through some of the features on this video today. So if you'll follow me, I'm going to go ahead and click on this right hand corner. And I will say before we do that, this is the Sudoku app that's offered on the Google Play Store. I know it's definitely offered there. I'm a Google user. I do believe it's on the iOS store as well. It's by Beatles Studio. It has a 4.5 rating and 50 million plus downloads. So very, very popular. We're going to click on this icon in the top right corner, and it's going to show you an array of settings that are particular to this app. So you have the audio effect, which is going to be the click when you select blocks on this app. You have vibration if you're using mobile, notification if you like the social aspect of being reminded about the puzzle of the day and things like that. You have the timer, which for the sake of this channel I mostly disregard. I do use it for just curiosity's sake, to see how much time I'm spending on a particular puzzle based on its difficulty. But one of the main features I do look at is the mistakes limit. Now, if you notice here, at 3 mistakes, you typically forfeit your points, you forfeit your win streak. It doesn't mean you absolutely lose the puzzle. Now, for the price of a 30-second commercial, you're able to get back in there and just solve the puzzle if you want to get that completion of that satisfaction of completing the puzzle. But I will note, we're going to go back here, I will note that this app particularly shows you where you put a wrong digit. So the mistakes are typically counted here at the top left corner. If you don't like that aspect, I do understand that. If you want the typical Sudoku experience, I do suggest you check out a YouTube channel by a lady who goes by Sharp Cookie. So if you check out Sharp Cookie on YouTube, she, I believe in the descriptions of her videos, she has links to the software that she's using. She's using a different software where it doesn't highlight where you might place an incorrect digit, which is kind of an uncanny experience, which is why I'm drawn to this kind of gameplay. Now, I do keep it toggled off, but I use it more so as a preemptive, proactive kind of manner, where I afford myself 2 guesses. So I like to keep my mistakes at 2 or fewer. I use them as, I look at it like 2 guesses that I can use for the whole puzzle to still get that challenge and keep it fair, and things like that. So it's a different kind of approach, just a little bit to Sudoku. Again, if you're looking for that typical experience, check out Sharp Cookie. But hopefully you guys can still get enjoyment out of this video today and out of the other videos on my channel, especially where I offer commentary. So I'm going to the last few features I'm going to explain here is, if we stay on that tangent, we have something called hints here in the bottom right corner. Now, hints basically just tell you what's in a box. So we like to stay away from that as much as possible. I might use that on the expert or extreme puzzles. Maybe the extreme puzzles, if they give me like 17 or fewer boxes, maybe I'll default to using that towards the end if I just want to still keep my guesses at 2. But if I've accrued a hint based on my win streak, then that's still kind of fair. So but I typically stay away from that and don't use that even on extreme puzzles. The next thing is going to be the pencil and the speed pencil. Now, the pencil, this is a manual pencil similar to what you'd use in paper Sudoku, a typical paper Sudoku, where it all it does is it marks an annotation in the box. So for instance, if I wanted to select this box here and I have my pencil on, you're going to want to make sure you have it on when you need it, and it's off when you don't, because you'll accrue a mistake if it is not on when you need it on. What I'm gonna do is just go click the 8 here. Oops, 8 can't go here. Should have seen that. So then what can maybe potentially we'll just do maybe the 1. See that. So if we put that, it just puts a marking in the box here to show that a 1 potentially can go in the box. It's not a full solution of saying that 1 definitely goes there, but it's an annotation to let us know that 1 can go in the box. So I'm just going to go ahead and take that off here and then turn my pencil off and make sure that it's off, because I want to go ahead and jump to this puzzle after we discuss what this is next. So this is a fast pencil or speed pencil. And what that does is, for the price of a 30-second commercial, unless if you accrued them in another way, what it'll do is it'll just auto-populate all of the annotations. So it's a speed pencil. It just goes ahead and just, rapidly just auto-populates all of the potential solutions, which I really love. So I use that typically on an expert or extreme puzzle. If I don't absolutely need it, I won't use it. And then for like extreme, I will use it towards the end, because there's another strategy. When we get over to those videos, I'll show you. There's another strategy where you want to stave off using your speed pencil. It's basically just towards the end, and that's going to give you a better completion. So, but it's still a great feature that I do love in this app. So without further ado, we're just going to jump right in and go ahead and solve this one. And the first thing that jumps out to me is, of course, this 3x3 box here, because it only has 2 missing. That's one of the strategies you're going to want to implement, is looking where you have the fewest boxes missing, because it's kind of common sense. But if it's not, that's going to be like the easiest way to narrow things out. So what we're missing here is the 2 and the 3. But unfortunately, we don't have enough information, so we're just gonna have to leave that and circle back to it. But we know it's a 2-3 pair, and you'll hear that lingo a lot. So when you get like 2 boxes and only 2 things can go in there for like a 3x3 box, you'll get a pair where it's a 2-3 pair. We know a 2 or 3 is going to go in either one of these 2 boxes. So the next thing I'm going to do is just jump up here to this middle row. We only have 3 missing, and it's going to be the 3, the 5, and it looks like the 3, the 5, and the 4. Well, we can go ahead and, based on our constraint of not being able to repeat a number in any of the 3x3 boxes, we can go ahead and know that the 5, since it's in this 3x3 box, cannot have there can't be another 5 in either of these 2 boxes. So this must be the 5, and that is going to be correct. Leaving only the 3 and the 4, can't really do much here. We don't have enough information. So we're just going to leave that blank for now and then jump around. So the next thing I'm going to do is jump down to this 3x3 box here, because I see that I'm only missing the 5, the 4, and the 6. Well, we see the 5 crosshatches 2 ways, but we only just need this 1 way to go ahead and put the 5 here, and that's going to be correct. The next thing is going to be the 4 and the 6, and we kind of get a vice versa situation. So you hear me say that a lot. You might not hear that on a lot of other channels, but it's kind of like a vice versa situation where we get the 4 here, so that kind of crosshatches and puts the 4 here. It's not a really true vice versa situation, because we don't have like a 4 here and a 6 here where we're just going to, opposite. But we do have enough information to go ahead and place the 6 here and then the 4 here, and we get this beautiful animation on this 3x3 box, which is a great thing. So the next thing I'm going to do is show you another strategy, or another thing you can look out for. As we see in this top row of these bottom 3x3 boxes, we're missing 4 boxes, which might seem a little daunting, but we know that one of them is the 8, and we see that 3 of them are occupied in this 3x3 square with an 8. So we know we can't repeat in any of these 3 boxes, so it actually kind of makes it easy to go ahead and place the 8 in this box, and that's going to be correct, leaving only 3 spaces. Let's see if we can go ahead and tag it out. It's going to be the 3, the 2, and the 9, but we just don't have enough information just yet to do it, but we're getting there. What we can do is we can use the information from that 8 that we just gathered, and we can crosshatch to place the 8 in this box. If you were following along, what we did is we just crosshatched and we showed that the 8 cannot repeat in this row or this row, leaving only this box. For that, which gives us only 2 boxes left here, we're going to be able to do a vice versa situation. It kind of jumps out to you. Get in the comments and let me know if that jumped out to you right there. That we're going to place the 2 here and the 1 here to go ahead and complete that row and get that beautiful animation across the row. So you'll see the animation, which I do really like, across the rows as you complete them, columns, and then the 3x3 squares. And then at the end, you'll see a beautiful animation for the whole puzzle. But we're not there yet. Let's go ahead and see if we can finish out. We see that the 4 cross hatches here. This is where I would jump to next. So we can go ahead and place the 4 in this box. And then we're just left with the 3 and the 9. We don't have enough information yet, so we'll circle back around for that. The next thing we're going to do is, it's come back to this middle row. Now we have a 4 in this row, so we cannot repeat. We're going to place our 4 here, and then we're going to finish out this row with the 3, and that's going to be nice and beautiful, amazing. All right, so we can then see if we can move around a little bit and maneuver with a little bit more ease. As you see, we're just using method to get it solved. Now, let's see. Anything particularly jumps out? Bear with me, because sometimes I just don't see some things. You know, it might be, this is a hard puzzle. I will say that this is a hard puzzle. It's not going to be, it's what I find with this app, it's actually not too hard. The harder puzzles are going to be your expert, your extreme, and then they offer something called the giant puzzles, which I was taking a look at, and I'm still debating on that. So please get in the comments whether or not you guys would like to see that. With the giant puzzles, it introduces alphabet letters. So instead of 3x3 grids separated by the dark border line, which you're going to see are 4x4 grids, where you're going to use 8 numbers as well as 8 letters per 4x4 grid for 16 digits in the rows and columns simultaneously as well. So pretty interesting. We're going to jump over to this row on the far left, and something kind of just jumped out to me. We're missing the 9 and the 2, and I knew it would expose itself. This 9 and this 2, we're just going to kind of do a vice versa situation where it's going to be the 2, the 9, and now we have enough information to even go ahead and cross hatch maybe. Doesn't look like it. I was jumping to maybe a conclusion, but yeah, almost. Trying to see what else is missing here. Oh, we do have enough information to cross hatch then this 5. Can't do a 5 again in this row or this one, so we're just going to place the 5 here, and then of course we're just going to finish out what's the last digit that's remaining in this row, and that's going to be the 3. Leaving then only 2 digits missing here, which is going to be the 4 and the 8. We just don't have enough information just yet. Either way, we're still solving this as we go through. So let's just see what we can do here. From this row, I jumped right next to it. From this row, we're missing 3 digits, right? So it's going to be the 1, the 3, and the 4. All right, and we just, again, do not have, we're just missing just enough information. Look at situations like that a lot. We like to do something called spin in the block, where we, circle around, we tag out a lot of numbers in succession. It gets fun. You're gonna see that more on the harder puzzles, where we would have used that speed pencil, and then what it will do for you is it'll highlight, if you have it selected, it will highlight where that pencil marking is to show if something's isolated, to go ahead and complete that box, that row, or that square, with the only thing that can go in one of those. So but with this puzzle, we're not going to get much of that situation. I do see something that jumped out, however, where the 2 cross hatches here, if you're noticing the 2 cross hatches here, and that's what cross hatching is. It just can't repeat in any of the rows, so we just use it to eliminate where a 2 can't go, and which is going to isolate the 2 to this box, and that's going to be correct, leaving then only the 3 and the 9, and we can do a vice versa situation on that, where the 3 goes here and the 9 here, and that's going to be correct. So that's pretty decent. All right, let's stay on that tangent and see if we can just maybe tag out this middle row. We're only missing a 1 and a 7. Looks like 7 can't go in here for this 7, so we know the 7's going to go right in this box, and then this is going to be a 1, which helps us out tremendously. Again, the 4 cross hatches here to place the 4 in this box. We can then tag out this row. If we move up here, and that's going to be the 3 and the 6 that's missing, we're going to place the 3 in this box, the 6 above it, right? And then we're going to place in this box the 9. That's the only thing that's missing, right? And then we're looking at either a 1, and we know the 1 then goes here, and a 2, and we can go ahead and finish out this 3x3 box. You're following along, that 3, and then we're missing only 2 from this box. Of course, we're going to get the vice versa situation. Go ahead and place the 5. The only thing that I'm missing from this box is the 2 for that. And then we complete that whole area. And we are almost done. So let's just see the last few things here. If we stay in this row, we are missing the 1, the 7, which can't go here or here, so we know we're going to place 7 at the bottom. It's going to be the 1 and the 9. The 9 cannot repeat, so we're going to place the 1 here. That was this 9. If you're following along, we're going to hit this 9 right here. And what you're going to see pop up here in a moment is the last feature I'd like to note, and that's called autocomplete. What it does is just the computer notices that you have completed enough of the boxes, so it's kind of self-explanatory. It will auto-complete the puzzle for you and just fill in the rest of those boxes based on your solving the other boxes with relative ease. So we're going to look at this with a 6 and a 5. 5 cannot repeat here, so we just put the 5 right here. This is going to be a 6. Awesome. If we can finish this out, that'd be great. This is going to be 3 and the 1. We can then place the 3 here and the 1. Right. Awesome. And then the autocomplete pops up. You can have a beautiful completion. You're getting that animation here for the whole puzzle, and that is now solved. So I do hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to take some time here to explain at the end. Again, I am Theta, and I do hope you guys are enjoying this channel. So as you might have seen, my handles popped up here. You're going to see Cash App, Facebook, my crowdfunding, which is on GoFundMe and Indiegogo, where you just type in Brother Man, you'll find my crowdfunding pages, as well as I'm on 2 platforms. I will explain I'm a writer and an aspiring screenwriter, so I do have some of my submissions on the platforms Coverfly and Free Filmway, which if you're an industry professional, maybe you're a fellow writer, maybe you're work with a production team, you're familiar with those things. If you're not, those are platforms where writers can submit like their one sheet, their pitch with the treatment, their pilot episode if they're working with TV. If they're working with film, they can upload maybe the first 50, 60 pages of their work, or the whole script, depending on how they want to do it. That's more particular to Coverfly. Free Filmway is going to also implement where you can upload and submit to festivals where you can have face-to-face contact with industry professionals, things like that. So my work is up there just for perusing. If you are a viewer and you just want a good read or something like that, I do my work up there. Please swing by and take a read, and let me know in the comments if you enjoyed my stuff. Now on my main channel, I will note it's called Brother Main 777. I do have an introductory video. I'm not going to get into too much detail here, where it explains my screenwriting project, which is Brother Main, and my main writing project right now, which is the method for correctly conducting the conscious. Again, that video will explain the whole thing. It will give my contact information at the end of that, my email, my phone, and feel free to contact me. I'm a loving, kind, caring person, and I do want to hear from you guys in any way that you guys choose to contact me. So things like that. So I'm open to doing that and having those discussions with people. I also do a podcast every Monday and Friday morning. So you're seeing that here with the Podbean logo. That is the Brother Main podcast. Now that's on Podbean mostly right now, but I'm probably going to split that between Podbean and SoundCloud. Then I'm also looking at trying to get my podcast on some other platforms like Pandora, maybe Spotify, if I can do that as well. But yeah, definitely feel free to contact me. Get in the comments with maybe some strategies do different again with which puzzles of which difficulty you're more wanting to see. On Sharp Cookie, I will also know that she does all sorts of brain puzzles, so that's something I don't do. I just do Sudoku. So if you're looking for more brain puzzles than that, I do suggest your channel on those. She does all sorts of brain puzzles, and it's really interesting and fun. She keeps you captivated throughout the whole thing, so very interesting. That's the last thing I'll say. Hit the likes, notifications, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.